Hi everybody, my name is Keith Norum and I work with MASUMI-SAKE here in Nagano. Today I want to introduce you to our fresh off the press new sake called Arabashiri. Now here at Masumi, our brewing season starts in October of every year and then runs around until the next year's April, so October to April. And this sake is really, it's the first sake to run off the filter at the beginning of the brewing year. So that's why we call it Arabashiri. Ara means first or new, and Bashiri or Hashiri means run. So this is our first run of the season. You sake nerds would call this a junmai ginjo, shiboridate, nama Genshu. What a mouthful. That is, even for regular Japanese people, that's totally incomprehensible. I think you probably understand the junmai ginjo part okay, but let me explain the shiboridate gobbledygook a little bit. Shiboridate, well, shibori is that filtering that makes the sake clear, and tate means just after. So shiboridate sake is sake that you bottle and sell just after filtering it, okay? Now the nama part, nama means fresh or raw, meaning uncooked. Most sake is cooked, in other words, it's pasteurized before making it into a product. But nama sakes are not, so they're very fresh, very young, totally cool. The other thing, Genshu. Now gen kind of means as is. And shu is the character for alcohol. So it means it has the alcohol content as is after fermentation. Now most sakes, we actually add water to them to lower the alcohol content a little bit. But these genshus are the full strength as is from the fermentation. So shiboridate nama genshu is a sake that's just been pressed, just been filtered, and straight in the bottle as is. Now when you do that, what's the result? Let's take a look. Real nice sound anyway. As far as the aroma goes, oh yeah, as you can imagine, it's super fresh and really lively with fruit. Fruit is surprising for most people because it's made of rice and water, right? But you get a lot of esters, which are the fruit characteristics of aroma during fermentation. So you get all of that really intensely. You also get the fermented aromas. You get a little bit of yeastiness, and because there's a lot of lactic acid involved with fermentation of sake, you get some almost dairy-like, cheese-like aromas as well. Now in the palate, oh yeah, that freshness is the first thing that comes through. Now, freshness is not a flavor, I know that, but everybody knows the difference between fresh and not fresh. It's the same thing for fresh squeezed orange juice or that stuff you buy at 7-Eleven. Everybody knows this is fresh. The other thing that happens as that freshness moves through is you get sweetness and you get this beautiful tanginess that grow together, and it really fills the palate. Toward the end of the flavor, because it's a full-strength alcohol, it's a little bit higher in alcohol, you get an interesting dryness that really cleans up the palate at the end, so you get this really clean and fresh finish as well. Now, in terms of food pairing, this is a great sake for food pairing because you get both freshness and youth, but you get full body, which means you can take it with, for example, citrus-based dressings that you put on salads or greens, works really well. Or, I mean, we're coming in autumn and winter, the fishes and the meats are full of fat, and higher alcohol helps to dissolve that fat and keep your palate really clean. So it's a great thing for those, holiday dishes that are really kind of, hearty. Another thing, don't forget, it does have lactic fermentation, and so you can do this with dairy dishes, cream and cheese especially. So by all means, enjoy it across your holiday meal. In the winter, with your friends and your family, Arabashiri, let's kanpai. Thank you. Wow, that's good.